Good afternoon. It is good to be with you again on this lovely day. It is most difficult for people to understand that life has no purpose. Life has no purpose whatsoever. This is a blow to the ego. We think we're so important. We go through life having various experiences. We believe it's getting us somewhere. Yet life is totally meaningless. No purpose at all. A good example of this is the dream. When you are dreaming, it appears that you have a purpose. You're doing all sorts of things in your dream. Yet you wake up, and all of the things you've done in the dream are gone. You've gone to school in the dream. You've earned a PhD. You've gotten married. You have children. You became a grandfather or grandmother. Then you awaken. It's all gone. And so it is with this life. We take it seriously. We're so concerned about our bodies, our affairs, yet one day we will all awaken. And we will laugh. For we are not the world, nor the body, nor the mind. We have absolutely nothing to do with these things. It reminds me of the story of the two seekers who wanted to visit a great sage who lived across the river. It was a rainy day. Hurricane winds were blowing, and they wondered if they should go across the river, for they may drown. But they decided to go, for it was more important to see the sage than to take care of their lives. They tried to find a ferryman to take them across the river, but the ferryman wouldn't go. They found another ferryman, and he wouldn't go. The weather was just too bad. They finally found a ferryman who said, "Since you're going to see the sage, I will take you across. But remember, your life is at risk." There were gale winds blowing and high waves. "Do you still want to go?" They said yes. They got in the boat. The ferryman was rowing. The boat was going up and down on the waves. The water was getting into the boat. The ferryman asked, "Should I turn around?" They said, "No, keep going." They finally got to the shore, and they saw a band of pilgrims coming from the sage's place. They asked the pilgrims, "Which way is the sage? Where can we get the darshan of the sage?" And they looked at the seekers and they said, "You fools. The ferryman who took you across was the sage." They looked for the ferryman and he was gone. He disappeared. What is the purpose of this story? It has no purpose whatsoever. Why am I telling this story? To pass the time. That's the way life is. We become serious. We get involved in religions. We get involved with sages and books as if these things are going to help us. They appear to help us, just as the world appears to be real. But nothing in this world can really do anything for you. For you and the world do not exist. You are pure awareness. There's no thing you have to do to see this, to find this. You are that. The world can do nothing to you unless you react to it and allow it to. There is absolutely nothing anywhere that has anything to do with you. Who do you think you are? You think you're somebody important. You have a good job. You have a family. You pay your taxes. At least I think you pay your taxes. All these things you're doing. Why are you doing these things? You don't know. You were born in a certain family. You were totally brainwashed. And now look at you. You think you're somebody, but you're a nobody. There is nobody. Why do you want to be somebody? You want to be somebody because you believe it will bring you happiness and peace and love and joy. You want to fulfill your life. Do you not do this in the dream? You do the same thing in your dreams. Yet you awaken and you find yourself in this dream. Why do you want to look peaceful? Peace is a delusion. Birth is an illusion. Death is an illusion. You are an illusion. You are not what you believe you are. Even if you feel you're spiritual, who is there that has to believe they're spiritual? Who is the person who believes they are something, whatever it may be? Whether you're searching, whether you're practicing certain meditations, whatever you're doing, there has to be somebody to do these things. I am saying find out who this somebody is. Who is this somebody who has to go through various yogas and meditations, who reads various books, who gets involved in various organizations? Who has to do this? Find out. Find out who that person is. Where did that person come from? Who gave that being birth? Who feels he is the doer? Investigate yourself. Dive deep within yourself. See who you really are, and then see if there is a purpose for your life. The only justification we give to our lives is we believe we are making it a better place for our children, a better place for humanity. But if you look through history, you would see the dastardly things that have taken place on this earth. You see man's inhumanity to man. All of these things have happened since the beginning of time. And we've always tried to bring peace into this world, harmony and joy. Nothing seems to work. Nothing seems to work because you're playing with a dream world. You are involved in a world that is a dream. Yet for some reason you believe you're somebody, and you're doing things in this world as a so-called person. Yet in reality, you are not a person. This world does not exist. There is no thing of this world that is of importance. And you're wasting your life by running after the things that change. I'm not saying that you should give up your life and go live in a cave. Yet that is not such a bad idea. You really do not have to give up anything except your thoughts. It is the mind, your thoughts, that get you in trouble. You identify with your thoughts. You identify with your mind. Your mind creates all the pictures that you see in front of you. It creates this world that you observe and get involved in. The whole universe emanates from your mind. Everything, people, places, and things have come out of your mind. To awaken, find out where the mind came from. Where did the mind come from? The mind never existed, so it couldn't come from any place. There is no mind. If there is no mind, there are no thoughts. If there are no thoughts, there is no body. If there is no body, there are no others. If there are no others, there is no world and no universe. So you see, all these things have come from your mind. You have to question yourself. To whom does this mind come? Who thinks? Who is the doer? Who am I? Everything is nothing. No thing is your true nature. Because you exist, others exist. When you cease to exist, others will also cease to exist. There will be only one. That one is emptiness, freedom. That one is absolute reality. That one is you. Why do you wish to continue playing the games of this world and get involved in all sorts of things? Let go of the world. Let go of the pull of inertia that makes you believe that you are a part of this world, that you are a human being, that you are an ego. That is all in the game of life. It's sort of difficult to understand how you would function if you did these things that I outlined for you. Yet always remember that you will function without any help from yourself. You will continue to carry on doing the certain things you came here to do. You will be vibrantly happy due to the fact that you are no longer the doer. There is no longer anyone who is responsible. The responsibility is on God's shoulders, so to speak, not your shoulders. You haven't got any shoulders. You no longer have to carry the world. No longer believe that you are responsible for your condition. New Age philosophy, they teach that you are responsible for whatever happens to you. You cannot possibly be responsible for whatever happens to you, because there is no you to begin with. There is no such entity as you. Who caused any problems? Who is responsible for anything in this world? Such a being does not exist. Yet when you believe in your mind that you're responsible for something, the picture your mind paints in this world is of you being responsible. Then you believe that you are a sinner. You believe you've done bad things in your life and you have to be punished. Or, if you believe in the New Age teachings, you believe you have invoked the law of cause and effect. Therefore, the cause will bring the effect invariably. So if there is anything wrong in your life with somebody, the effect is going to return to you. In reality, in truth, there is no cause. There is just no cause. So how can there be an effect? In other words, who created the cause? You can say, I did. You have to realize that the I that you think is the cause does not exist. And you begin to see where the I arose from. You will find the I never existed. If your I never existed, there is no cause. If there is no cause, there is no effect. Consequently, you are free. You're free right now. You have absolutely nothing to be sorry for. This doesn't give you license to go out and do anything you like. For if you're doing anything you like, you're going to fall in the pit, so to speak, and appear to suffer accordingly in this world. But this teaching makes you see that there is no cause for any action. Some people like to say that the first cause is God. yet there is no first cause. God is part of the creation of the mind. Think of this. The things you have believed all these years to be hurting you, the sufferings that you've had in your life, believing that you have caused problems for people, that you've caused unhappiness, is a lie. You are free. You are Brahman. You are Satchidananda, effortless, causeless, choiceless, pure awareness. You have no form and no shape. You have no existence. Yet you are. You are not this and not that. You just are. You are something, for want of a better word, that is so far beyond the mundane world and beyond your experiences that you can never discover this with your mind, or with your trying, or with your meditating, or whatever you do. You can never discover this reality, this absolute reality which you are, this freedom, this total bliss, which is beyond bliss, which is beyond freedom. You are something so beautiful that there are no words to describe it. This is beyond God, beyond everything you can ever imagine. There is no name for it. When I use the word absolute reality, choiceless pure awareness, Satchidananda, ultimate oneness, they're just words. It is in the silence when you feel it. When there is total silence and you're not looking for a description, you are not trying to say, I feel happiness, I feel bliss. For when you say these words, you limit yourself. For you are saying, the I feels bliss, the I feels happiness. There is no I, therefore there is no bliss and there is no happiness. Yet there is something you will experience for yourself. It is no thing you can describe. It is no thing you can talk about. It is no thing you can discuss with anyone. It is not debatable. It is nothing you can prove. Yet you are that. It doesn't matter what appears to be going on in your life. It is because you are concerned with your miserable life that you do not experience the truth, the reality. You are concerned with your affairs, with people, with places, with things. This is what keeps you back from experiencing this higher reality I'm speaking of. Trying to get your point across. Trying to win a battle. Trying to come out on top. This is what keeps you back from experiencing this reality. If you really want to awaken, you must put this first in your life. How do you put this first in your life? By learning to be calm and peaceful under all conditions. By observing everything in your life and leaving it alone. By allowing people to live their own lives and not judging or condemning. By beginning to see that the person you dislike, that the condition you do not like, is only yourself. Whatever transpires is yourself. There's only yourself. If you realize there is only yourself, whatever you do for others or to others you're doing to yourself. Begin to work this way. Understand the one self, and you will go beyond it. You will go beyond nirvana, beyond God, beyond anything that you can ever imagine. When you think about these things, you spoil it. Again, do not think or believe this is too far out. You've got your life to live, and you've got things to do. Or you feel as if you are doing the best you can, and you've got responsibilities. Remember, your body will appear to go through the processes. Your body will appear to do the things it came here to do. You will continue on your track. Wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, yet you will not be you. How can you be two different people, two different entities? To others, you will appear to be a person. To others, you will appear to be doing work. But the paradox about this is you will not be doing anything. You do absolutely nothing. You're not doing a thing. You are totally free and liberated. Yet as others look at you, you will appear to have a body. You will appear as they are, for you can only see yourself. In other words, where you are coming from in consciousness, that is what you see. If you believe you're a body, you're a mind. If you believe in the things of this world, then you see them everywhere you look. You see other bodies. If you believe in suffering, you will see other people suffer. If you believe in crying, you will see crying wherever you look. Whatever you believe in your mind, you are creating in your life. But if you go beyond the mind, where there is absolutely nothing going on, you will be in a place that cannot be described. Yet when others look at you, you will appear to be working or doing the things you do. You have to ask yourself, is it worth finding yourself by giving everything up? Look at your life. Look at your world. Look at what is going on in this world. Look at the universe, what is happening, and see what part you play. Where do you belong in the scheme of things? If you believe in your humanhood, you will go through trials and errors, fighting for survival, trying to make things happen. But as you begin to let go, as you begin to go deep within yourself, as you begin to leave the world alone mentally, you will find that you're becoming happier and happier. You're becoming peaceful, joyous, free. And one day this whole universe will be gone. It will have disappeared. And the self will exist. You are that. Awaken and be free.